Abusa from Kwampon Chambre so. See, very difficult. So be Ghana kwanya gebetimi atwa na kwan ni betimi ada ho after 4 years, even 8 years na kwan ni ntutu ye. Abeda ho amasese no ye mu bi eya adwen say political gimmicks, mind games because omo person mitwa kwan no am kwan na che. But no kremu ne say what we have been lacking proper leadership. In fact, leader or very bold with certain decisions and calling on certain people to do what they have to do. Leaders who will stick out their neck to ensure, say, what has to be done will be done, and not only be done, but will be done right. Those are the kind of leaders that we've been lacking over the years. But see, Mr. Kwame Ambuza has actually given me that hope. He has said a couple of things. Say, we are definitely going to get there. Because as we are talking now, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, we're making it very known, say, Ghana is going to adopt Burkina Faso style. That style now, we have been saying it. It looks like we have not been enforcing it, but we have been saying it time and time and time again. That Mahama said, now Ghana is ready. And Ghana is going to adopt Burkina Faso almost strategy, any almost style. As far as goose carriage are concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is What's Up Today on Dynamic TV Plus. Me the details ni nyina bro ewa hard mu say, but we make sure say obe subscribe to the channel no. E dey my wuya na wa like video no. Very very necessary. My name is Nana Dynamic.
He's about to go now.
But when you come to Ghana, it's not like we don't have roads. We have good roads at some point in time. But our major problem has been the feeder roads, and sometimes roads na ensure that any main roads no. Obo say you begu so, but you be reati no. Aban no begu so no kra no omfiri nko. Na obewie na nyina back to square one. And so we have been asking ourselves time and time again, say, why can't we have good roads once and for all? Because yeka senya Kwame Nkrumah ene tema motorway ena nka bia ya anumfo bi na ya nka bana nka tema motorway no nka every year bia nka gise bia ya sanso ya nfoforo. What you say? So we always have opportunity nka ye kwan na yenye no year once and for all. But we don't know what happens. We don't do it like that. And so we have been yearning for the core roots, the reasons why but one of them is the high duty cars, the heavy duty cars apply on our major roads. See, or mind be a why not even say or be bonne kwan ho ban. Na onim ye ko mu a ode ye kwan ni bia no o ma kwan se ka bia mfa so keke. But we live in a country where there seems to be law, but it doesn't work. The only point where you see say the kind of saying weight limits a year juma another height limits a year juma the point where ebi kum into no omaya sa height restriction post omode sisu kwan ho and then the obi anyina ho, but because we mistake now the kofa one, not because anybody will arrest you, but it's because height o can into mean fast here into no driver and kasa no make sure say on fa ho. Not because there is a law be a mad driver ni no on person or befa na ofa ye bechelo, but because there is a certain pole be a siwa me can to mean fast here. Let's get that straight. Well, we those posts in free one every car be a heavy duty car be a utumi fire ye kwan bia so e wo kro him nti be wie no e kwan no enche. No matter how good our year kwan, it will never last. When we get to Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore, after assuming office, I was say one thing that Traore did was that he made sure say height restrictions at the cars, because as more and more a car no load the heights and air cost no na load no so emu yetu. Enti Burkina Faso untumi mfa o heavy duty car wa parking ama I loaded to the brim and konkofa omo kwan no so. It is not legal. And so therefore you can be made to face the law if you didn't try. But one funny thing is that when we get to Ghana here, the same drivers are loading yama free Ghana eko Burkina no. Di free Ghana ko Burkina. Enyama no loadi wo car ni mu no so du Burkina ho na mra ne ye adwuma ne de a. Enyama na de car ba ko na fa free Ghana e de ko du border no. Du border ne so de cars 3. De cars ma ko 3. Na e offload nyama no e de wura Burkina Faso. Enti John Normani Mahama say, look, enough is enough. It's about time. Ghana, yes, we had the height restrictions, no, ba be ye juma because sebi bia ko ka papa enye jerede. E na sebi aburu sebi enyado, nye ba akofo so na ne abrewa. Se Burkina Faso fo ehu omo ho say, omo de omo ba Ghana, ana omo de niam afiri wa ba Ghana, omo betimi load to the brim right after the border. Now what the meaning about once yensu ye very structure yensu de no. This is no what the normally free Burkina ba yensu we heights. What you say Burkina nko o de niam bia apply any route a Ghana ha. There has to be a standard height restriction and we make sure say enya wo car no nko enya kwan no nko akra na ye bo ho ban a wan so car no so ye gre car no ba.
Burkina Faso has instituted a new weight restriction. And so what our people do is they load one truck here, overload it 120 tons, and then they get to the border and they offload the goods into 3 different trucks before they can enter Burkina Faso. If Burkina Faso wants good roads, we also want good roads. So we're not going to allow you to take one truck and go and offload into 3. So I'm serving notice. We will have stakeholder engagements with all the people in the transport sector. And when we start implementing our weight restrictions, we hope that everybody will comply so that these roads that we're doing will not fail in the next 2 to 3 years.
And see, whether we like it or not, this is the only way we can deal with some of the situations. It's where so sometimes udika ebiachi pa drive na udika ebiachi and even what's a public transport na udika ebiachi and o park ebi ho we am to me so. We am to me so. When we say indika ya load yama achia said bidike indika hi pa anti how? But then there is no law, so obende. What I say, Obia didn't Musa. And then there was one thing, in as much as we are talking about height limits, say a bit me restrict certain heights, a dynamic quiness no say a bit me a quine ho bino. We also need to make sure say the kind of people are not contractors are Yama contract, so munya quino. What is the level of bitumen on the yejuma? Tebia Busa Benyalo, Adena a friend who coal tar no mudi ukwan so no anase bitumen no mu use no mudi ye kwan no standard ben no mudi ye. Is it high quality? What is the standard? Because according to the sector minister Mr. Kwame Abuzane said, see, it looks like over the years the problem on only any two from no who nature say contract a beer to me importing bitumen beer no their ejuma. Not taking into consideration say a standard quality, say what quality be an and follow the here or the bitumen no go so or the air juma into a check ne quina say. Also on the number in the bus or Shem Hammer bo or Shep president in a boss say, obey make sure on the contractors in no feed gadoti, yani, on what be call and Gani, on be make sure say, massa bitumen out the year jumano. Omube who say quality. A debia material be a mode by a quino, or make sure say a debia a quality. Say the bay quite be on bay in the big push agenda or the big push project, no, or make sure say a quine a betche, a better watch, then conquer quia, Sebi, say, Mahama qua, a bind your basso and I say, be a babel society Mahama Biano, also sign by the same roots. Sam said being quasi it needs to stop.
Another issue that I am going to be working with the contractors to address. We have noticed that, Mr. President, under your big push, the amount of money, the volume of bitumen we are going to use on this project alone is over 600,000 tons, which is valued over 7 billion Ghana cedis. Your Excellency, one of the reasons that you see some of the roads we build fail is the quality of materials we use. There's no regime in our country that ensures that the bitumen we use is up to standard. And I'm going to be working with the contractors to ensure that no more free will for every contractor to import anything in the name of how do you call it, bitumen and sell. So we are going to be working and have a regime where we can certify that only bitumen that is fit for purpose is used to do your big push project, so that we can hold the investment we are putting in this.
And this is what I call governance. This is what I call people who are supposed to lead. These are the people I call leaders. See, the mere fact that Odin Waka even gives me hope. Or the effort be beyond say, where's I like horses. What I say, obi de na no kan no nche so betimi aye. Because as I tell the anka Ghana nke was sky trains be but you need back cry because I do this share bokra train so my sky trains or no the train them far from me beam. But if we actually know, then you could see it. But sometimes when some people try to figure out the problem and get the balls and the tenacity to say certain things in our public domain, in our public spaces, it tells you how much they are in tune with what is going on. It tells you how well they are informed of the situation on ground. And I tell you, these are our major problems as far as air concerned. Kasa kesiye kwano. Na kasa kesiye no kwa mpo andenye problem. Contractors no so use the right bitumen emfa nye adwuma no. Nti okwan na nkasa no dana obetwa no shem ubewie tiri no na akwakọ ebibia ho. Within 1 year, 2 years, na kwan no just a potholes gumu no. What I say? E kuro bi ho no ma emu potholes pa on. Hwe obetimi achi, obetimi da anwa guma chi bo fruit. Utumi say enye potholes bi mu. Enye potholes. Eye manhole pa, mango. Ase ebu amemfimu omuto wale wom. What kind of leaders are we having if we can't put people that we have given them job to do? Simple job. You are a sector minister. You are a minister of roads and highway or whatever. We a sector minister. Yako kakwaini keke. Ukoya adiana nche na adiana ajebua. Why can't we put some of these people? Why can't we put them to the task? Why don't we put them to the law? Let them explain why you're quite less than a year. A coin in the nasa to. Ntisebia bru se benyado. Akwese opia betime edo peso ye pia okrowi. And that is what we are living in. But see, if Mahama is able to go by Ibrahim Traore, the principle no, say there's height restrictions. If he's able to make that work, and if Abuja is able to make sure say the contractors who are being put to the big push agenda, no, they use the right and requisite bitumen. I tell you, the roads are no, it will be able to stand the test of time. Because all our contractors know they don't know what to do or they can't do the right thing. They can do, but sometimes we are all human. We need to know, say there are certain people they will put out to the task, and there are certain people who are going to put us on if in case something fails. And because nobody is able to do that in Ghana here, am I a public space na IDB or am I appear to me the opeso yebia? But let me know what you think in the comment section. I think the second coming of Mahama, so far so good. I love everything. What I say, I love every oyinipa. Definitely obenya the flaws. And nankophobia why employ or musu bit me near me bia. Well, and no subit me ama and near me be IBB or but that notwithstanding, so far so good. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As far as say the new height restrictions, air concern and the bitumen issues, let me know what you think. What you say, but it is what it is. This is What's Up Today on Dynamic TV Plus. See you in the next one. I'm out.
Family 3940. Guess what? You are watching Dynamic TV Plus. Keep on watching, subscribe, share, then leave your comments. One time, with love.